another one popping up. How many attempts do we have at all of this? From the stadium challenge to the mini boss challenges to the moment challenges, do we have one attempt, unlimited attempts?
Great
What's
question.
the kind of situation there?
Yeah, good question. Good question. So moments and mini bosses, they are only one attempt. So as we've seen before, like we went back to the spot where a moment was held, and it didn't prompt us for the moment. So you just get one attempt there. But then, and the stadium as well, like if you lose that stadium challenge, you're out. Like the treasure that you had accumulated,
All my loot's gone, huh?
all your loot is gone. That essentially restart. You're gonna have to restart the board. So yeah, you just get one attempt at those.
That's the risk-reward paradigm that we're kind of walking about here. And for those wondering, we are playing on the catcher view from the hitting perspective.
Yeah, I always play on catcher. I know people like to see the strike zone and be more zoomed in, but I just like seeing the player.
Me
Call me
too.
old-fashioned.
Me
Yeah.
too. I know.
I love this guy, Luis Arias. He's gonna be a monster
He's just
year
an
this
on-base
year.
machine.
Yeah, professional hitter. Reminds me of like Danny Murphy back in the day. My Nats fans coming out.
Oh, no.
Nice.
That's okay.
That's tough, but hey, it
We
happens.
did the right. Yeah, we're process based.
You remember
Early.
remember that postseason Murphy card?
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Goated.
Mm-hmm. He's had some great cards in the game. Yeah, lots of parallels there. Cody Bellinger in the pinstripes.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob deGrom on the mound.
So you got the lead.
We know pitching has
Just need
been
to help.
really suspect this this run.
Remind our fans, Luis, what's the situation here? How many innings are we playing, and what's the goal of this?
Right. So this is just like any other 3-inning conquest or mini seasons game. So you've got 3 innings. You're playing at the opponent's stadium. So you're going to have to play the bottom of the third if it doesn't go to extra innings. But yeah, it's a 3-inning game.
And I just paid the price. I have O'Neal Cruz playing in a secondary position there, and the fielding costed me.
I'm seeing some questions related to live content. Don't worry, we will have more information about live content near the end of the stream. We're almost there. Stick with us. We're going to keep on playing Diamond Quest here, and then we'll let you all know all we have cooked up for live content. So you're going to want to stay tuned because we got a buffet coming to people very soon.
We do. And I got to figure out how I'm going to get Aaron Judge out. I mean, I'm going to hope he chases this thing, but... Oh, and he does.
Called it.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then, what do you think, Luis? You know Aaron Judge.
I'll try to... Let's stick with the double play theme. Try to get him to ground out.
Okay, so we'll keep something low.
Yeah. And if not, he'll just chase if it's outside. There you go. Perfect.
Wow. The off speed.
For our fans just tuning in, Luis, can you remind us, PXP, stat tracking for our players, mission tracking, it's all fair game in Diamond Quest?
In the 3-inning games, yes, that's correct. 3-inning games will function just as they would in mini seasons or in Conquest. So you get all 3 of those elements. Now, as far as anything beyond that, moments don't track any of that, and then mini bosses track mission progress.
So you hear it first, moments not tracking stats or PXP. The mini boss challenges do track mission progress, and then as we're in the stadium challenge, a 3-inning game, similarly for the zone sweeper in a 3-inning game, you're going to get all of the above, your PXP, your stat tracking, and your mission tracking. So a lot on the line here, Carson. Not to put more pressure on you, but you got the whole DD on your shoulders.
We'd love an insurance run. That boneheaded base running was not good, but...
We just like to risk it.
Looks like Cole's out, which is big. 3-inning games, remember.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's nice.
You see the new
Hanger.
sweeper in 25?
Yeah, the sweeper.
It's tough to judge when a pitcher is a slider and a sweeper, especially like that power slider that's coming in at like 90. It'll definitely change the way you guys build your rosters this year.
And even though we only have one stadium challenge on this map, I saw a question pop up in the Twitch chat. How many of those players can I earn? Like, for instance, if we win the stadium challenge, could I earn like 2-3 of those judges, or would I have to like replay the map, Luis?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, you only get 1 per stadium win. But you can definitely attempt to play it again and get the card again. Of course, that's another brought up another good point. The tutorial rewards are no sell. They're hidden no sell cards, so it's just the tutorial though. In all the other maps, you're gonna have sellable rewards there at the stadiums.
Our fans love that. So with that, a question is followed up. Can you earn multiple of these cards? Technically, yes. You can earn as many of these as possible, given you're winning the stadium challenges. The percentages are in your favor. We know this is the tutorial map. A lot of these percentages are either 100% or in the high 90s. As you'll discover more and more of these maps, it's going to be anywhere between 40, 50, 60, 70, all different ranges of percentages. So if you are able to get it, you can play the map again to try to earn more rewards. You heard Luis, they are sellable. Other than the tutorial map, these are no sell because, well, they're almost guaranteed with a win depending on how you're doing with the board. But you can earn these rewards as frequently as you play the map and as frequently as those little risk reward percentages are in your favor.
Yeah, we want you guys to be replaying the quote unquote real maps.
Yeah.
We don't want you replaying the tutorial.
Right. Yeah, and they'll change, like Ashley mentioned. Like every time you go in and play again, it'll feel completely different. Just the spots are different. The stadium challenges are the same, but your journey there will be very different.
That's a good point. Yeah, your stadium challenges, you'll always know where to expect them on the map, but all of those random spaces are randomized with every single playthrough. So every journey is going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, DeGrom's getting a little tired. We might have to
Ooh,
start.
should we show off the new D-pad menu?
Yeah.
If you go right on the D-pad, I believe it brings up.
I know, you'll see my old habit was going
Right.
up, and yeah, you go right. And you'll see that all these folks are already warmed up, which was a nice addition by Gil and Connor.
That's a great point. Did we? I'm sure we talked about that, or did we for 3-inning games? The changes there, or no?
Yeah. In gameplay?
I'll just reiterate. Yeah. So 3-inning games, conquest, mini seasons, or stadium challenges. You don't have to abide by the one hitter rule for pitchers. That's a change we've made this year. So there's way shorter games. The strategy should be different. So you can bring back those the loogies, the one out lefty guys, and you also don't have to warm up your pitchers. So I think it you can make the decisions in the moment of your bullpen decisions in the moment.
So 3-inning games are going to change a lot with that strategy change.
Right. No 3-batter minimum in 3-inning games. Like Louis said, you can put guys in and out by just 1 out, if you will. Of course, if you're playing like a ranked 9-inning game, yes, 3-batter minimum is a rule. But for these 3-inning conquest, showdown, or mini seasons, Diamond Quest games, no 3-batter minimum. Our fans are loving that.
Yeah, hopefully we have some W's there.
Hopefully we get this win.
Does this
Yes.
include BR, Luis, is a question.
Broken bat.
I'm pretty sure it's all 3-inning experiences in the game. If not, you can blame me.
Yeah. We'll 100% confirm that when we can, chat.
There you go. But right now, bottom of the second, up 1-0.
Hung that one over the plate. O'Neal, be a hero. And he
Nice
is.
throw.
Oh, nice
Way to hit
play.
the green.
Yeah, thank you. Moving meter. Those ones are tough.
Yeah, and I love that the diamond, the perfect throw is now more risky.
Oh,
You
my
know,
goodness.
that's
Yeah,
a
at the very
great-
end.
That's an awesome change to the meter.
That'll be huge for those high-pressure situations, especially online. Like, we'll see some of that in the dev tourney next week. What?
Dev tourney? Oh no, little flare. Got to it quickly.
Yeah.
Correct, y'all. Mini seasons that are 3-inning games, as we know mini seasons are, they will not have the 3-batter minimum rule.
So
They want to
gotta-
tie this game.
Yeah, they're thinking, I got to be careful with some of this off-speed I'm throwing.
Do we bring in a lefty here? I think we had Tanner Scott in our bullpen.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
There we go. There's a,
Well, he is a switch hitter, but so let's
that
see.
is true.
Let's see
Check the
what.
splits.
Yeah, let's check the splits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it.
We'll bring in Tanner Scott. Nice player. Got to watch him a lot last year in San Diego.
One of the better runs in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a
All
ton.
right, quick strike.
That's in for a strike.
Yeah, we're just going to keep everything away from him. See if that works. Oh,
no.
it's a good jump, though.
Good job.
It's a good jump. Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Ground
good.
roll double
That's
saves
good.
you.
Yeah.
That was huge. Okay, now we
Awesome.
got the lefty on lefty.
There we go. I believe.
2x Padres.
Nice pitch.
Thank you.
I was hoping to see Scott on the Yankees this year, but unfortunately he got scooped up by, of course, who else?
The team that scoops people up, right? Wow, we
There
get
we
out
go.
of it.
All right.
Grisham's mustache looked great there.
Yeah.
Final inning of play. Are we looking for some insurance runs here?
Need 'em after the way I've been pitching today. Any run would be a help.
We still get all our perks in the top left corner right there, increasing our different attributes from power to speed.
Chasing a little bit. We knew it was going to come in hot.
And Luis, some people are wondering, what kind of teams can we expect to be facing? Are we mostly facing Major League Baseball teams? Maybe there's some custom teams in various moments, mini boss showdowns. What's the kind of look here?
Great question. Yeah, tutorial map, you're facing the Yankees. It's the current day Yankees, just meant to be, get you warmed up. At launch, you're going to see other MLB teams in the other maps as well. But,
No.
once you're...
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought about sending him too.
So killer. As we go along, as your squad gets better, expect to see more variety in the stadium challenges with the teams you're facing. You'll run into some teams like you're used to in mini seasons, for example. With some of the legends and flashbacks that are all across DD.
And Carson, since you're the one controlling the sticks here, as we've gone through challenges, mini boss challenges, now the stadium challenges, how is this feeling? Is it quick? Is it slow? How's the pacing, the reward?
It all feels good. I know this is just the tutorial map and everything will change, but just the ability to sit down and everything's so fresh because you're getting thrown so many different things, right? Like you have the 3-inning games, you have the mini boss showdowns, you have the moments. It's just a cool way to encompass all of that into one mode. So I think the offline player is really going to enjoy this.
I think that was your best swing of the day.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about the answer.
That's where streaming kind of helps. You're just thinking about the answer, then you just let the muscle memory take over on the
Exactly.
Yeah,
sticks.
that was sick.
Oh,
Oh,
my
there we
goodness.
go.
They do that
Little
one more
angry at
time and
you.
we're going to have a
Uh-oh.
problem. But we get to Luis, my guy.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a hit here.
This is on veteran difficulty. When you play stadium challenges, you have the opportunity to choose
Attaboy.
from
We're
gonna
rookie
send him.
to GOAT
Attaboy.
which difficulty you want to play on. We might have to play at the
Aggressive.
plate. He's safe.
We needed it,
There we go.
Good
Insurance
stuff.
run on 2 outs nonetheless.
That was big. Maybe we open it up.
A homer would be nice there. I'm just saying. No pressure.
Over that short right field fence. Not our pitch.
Oh, they want you to ambush it.
Ambush, inside or out?
Let's go in.
Okay.
There you go.
I like what chat's thinking.
Oh, you
Just a
had
little
it,
late,
but
a little
Just a
late.
little
timing,
late.
so
Got
close.
excited.
That's
Good
we
call,
gotta-
chat.
I think we got to bring in Mason Miller here to close this one out.
Yes, and we got
New presentation with the do-up.
the top of the order.
Yeah, you got a tough do up.
Not going to be easy, but the insurance run is huge right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, definitely can take a breath. Those new Prez scenes with the DD cards is cool.
Nice. I love them.
Okay, so
You
we're
could leave Scott for lefty on lefty. Although
That's a
I
good point.
think Bellinger maybe has better splits versus
yeah. Let's take a look.
he does. Yeah.
So
That's
he likes the lefties.
yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, let's bring
Maybe it is
in.
Mason Miller time.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to give your guy the ball and say,
Absolutely. Shout out Sebrev. Shout out Mason Miller.
"Go get us a win." This guy's a stud.
Mhm.
Okay. But Bellinger, I mean, this is a nice order at the top for the Yankees this year.
definitely. You lose Soto, but you gain a few very nice pieces, and on the pitching staff as
Yeah,
well.
Max
Mhm.
Fried.
Yeah.
Devin Williams.
Yeah, I know chat's probably just as excited for the MLB season to start. My Nats are coming.
Big strikeout.
Nice.
Carson's turned into a strikeout machine.
Yeah. I mean, Mason Miller, this is a card I'm going to make sure I get on launch night. He just turns the games into 8 innings. He got the lead.
And once again, with Mason Miller, you might see some of those 104 fastballs popping up. That's because we got one of those perks that increased our pitch velocity, on top of the outlier Mason Miller already has.
Yeah, so you can really use these perks to your advantage in this mode, which is fun. That's why we went through so much of the map, right? Like, you want to get those perks so you're ready to go for the Stadium Challenge.
Yep. Put yourself in the best position to win those games. Which is, which is something that maybe, increases your confidence to play on the higher difficulties too,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
We got some
that's
base
right.
runners now.
Are we going to get him? Wow.
Hey, double play ends it, just saying. That's why we got the insurance run,
That's
too,
right.
for the runner on third. Just got to
Pinch
worry about the
runner.
runner on first right now. And who's at the plate?
Jazz is one of those golds that I'm hoping to get from the loyalty reward. You know how you get a position player gold.
It's a great jump.
Oh.
It's all right.
Bases loaded. It's a great double play.
Woo!
It's getting close.
Are we keeping Miller in?
Up to you.
I think we have to. He's our guy.
There we go. Can we jam Goldschmidt for a possible double play?
I love the way you think.
All right. Maybe we get him a chase here.
We want to put him on the hands.
Oh, no. Not right down the middle.
We're gonna try to get him to cheat inside. Okay, I like down and away, actually. Or you. Oh God.
You got him. You got him.
There we go. One
Okay,
more.
One more. Bases loaded.
There you go. Check your confidence, your pitcher confidence. So it went up quite a bit from the previous, but this was this is a good spot, bases loaded, where you can do the mound visit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's what it affects, your confidence.
So let's take time.
But you're good. You're good.
It's definitely a huge. We have a whole new look at new infield reactions, and I'm talking jumps at ground balls. Chris Gill, talk me through some of this.
Yeah, so we've had start transition animations for our outfielders for a few years now. One of the things that was that addition that we put in, it really opened up the offense.
Yeah.
So guys that were running down fly balls because of their perfect jumps all the time got a little frustrating. So we added in a scaling system based on how good you were, perfect jumps, bad jumps, and you could see the animations and directly relate that to whether the ball landed or didn't. This year, we added them for infielders. It's a little different, though. From a baseball perspective, you're not going to see these crazy jumps on ground balls. You don't see it. But in the footwork and how quickly they can react, directly is correlated with their attributes. So the better the fielder is, the quicker they're going to start. And we are going to show you with an animation. It's very subtle. It's within hundreds of seconds, but it makes a big difference. It's the difference between a ground ball getting through the infield or a 99 diamond guy getting the best jump and going to field the ball.
Yeah, and we have them in 3 different buckets, right? In terms of okay jumps, good jumps, and then the perfect jumps. So it really does depend. If you have those attributes that are higher, you're going to have a better chance at a perfect jump that's going to get you to the ball to throw the runner out.
So like you're seeing on the screen right here, we're showing the exact same hit in the exact same location, but we are showing you 3 different start transitions, 3 different animations. One, you can see that he gets to the ball cleanly on his feet. The other one, you're seeing he's diving for the ball. And then the yellow one, I should have said the blue one, obviously he's getting there, standing up. The green one, he has to dive. And the yellow start transition, he can't even get to the ball. So that's the difference between the 3.
Sounds like putting your squad together just got even more strategy involved, Connor. What kind of attributes should I be looking at when I'm putting my squad together?
Well, for infielders, all fielding attributes matter, whether it's arm accuracy, whatever it is, reaction.
Now reacted to the ball. There's going to be a new throw meter involved that allows them to continue the play and then eventually throw the runner out. What does this mean for real-life baseball, Gil? Start us there.
Well, everything we do in our game is real-life baseball. Let me just start with that. This is a baseball simulation. Ever since I've been here, I preach it. I tell these guys all the time. Everybody knows it. So I try to look at real life and try to see how we can emulate that in a video game, but we also have to make the game really fun. So there's a little trade-off here and there that you got to do. The new throwing meter, aside from aesthetics and it looking better, which I'm happy about, we made some adjustments. Essentially, the most important adjustment was the blue perfect throw. So everybody knows how hard it is to get an assist from the outfield and throw a runner out at the plate or at third base, right? Or even a guy at second when a ball's hit down the line, one of your corner outfielders. So we had to make that adjustment the last couple years to make sure that it was a little bit more difficult to hit that perfect line. I don't think we did a great job of doing that, so we made some adjustments. And one of the problems, I think, everybody's starting to get a little bit more used to the throw meter.
You hear that? Gil is telling that you all are all very good at this game. We need to keep challenging you.
Well, and we got a lot of feedback too. So I think at the end of the day, it's important for offense to get what they deserve and not allow the defense to cheat in a way that doesn't make sense, that correlates to real life. And so what I mean by that is that we don't want more assists from the outfield than you do in real life. However, if you're great with the sticks, you can still do it. So we moved the perfect line, the blue, from, like you can see in these videos here, from the middle to the end, which is higher reward, higher risk. If I miss it, I could potentially, if I'm short, I can still be in the green, but if I miss it late, I'm going to be in the red and I'm going to throw wild or offline. So this just adds a little bit more incentive to potentially play it safe and not risk it too much. And you're also going to have a moving meter like we've always had. And just to make sure people understand, that meter will move based on how difficult that play is. And the difficulty of the play is not only in the infield, like running in the hole and trying to do a jump throw or up the middle or charging a ground ball. Those are also difficult plays, and you'll see that meter move. But in the outfield, it's long distance throws, right? So obviously, if you don't get behind the ball, if you're not in a good crow hop position, using the tag up meter, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so I'm hearing, more risk reward when it comes to the throw meter. We're going to move that perfect back to the end of the green, essentially. So if you do overshoot it, you're going to be throwing a bad throw, but you're just going to get even more reward when you actually execute it. Connor, that's not the only thing changing.
Gil, talk me through the home run rob meter.
Yeah, excited about this new feature. We changed the art. So essentially, in years past, the timing of robbing a home run was when the meter got to the top. It was basically telling you when the ball was going to cross over the plane of the fence. And the problem with that is that the animations had to be adjusted through speed of like faking how fast it went or how slow it went because they didn't line up perfectly. So now the new change is a whole new system where you can see on the screen the new green region is in the middle of the meter. And what that's allowing you to do is it gives you the ability to jump or use the jump button a little bit earlier or right on time if you get there at the right time. And what I mean by that is, if I'm running full speed at the warning track and the line is getting into the green region, I can hit jump as I'm getting on the warning track, and he will slow down, wait for it, and jump. And so we have a lot of animations, a lot of new Rob home run animations that come from every angle and all the timings from standing and running. So everything's covered. The only thing that's going to matter is your attribute in fielding. So you better have some good fielders out there because that's going to be the difference whether you can catch it or not.
So I'm hearing way more intelligent animations when it comes to these home run robberies. Right?
100%. Yeah, that's exactly right, Carson. That's the thing. It's like we were limited on what we could do because of the way that the system worked. And now that we changed the system, it allows us to get there early. You'll see stutter steps, then jump. You'll see climbing the walls from every angle. So if you have those weird cutouts at different stadiums, you'll be able to navigate those awkward cutouts, and it just depends, so the green's going to tell you when you could hit jump, and it's not necessarily going to be there when the ball's crossing the wall like it used to. So it's pretty straightforward when you get your hands on it, and we'll show you, soon when we're playing live how it works.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome change.
You heard it here first. Defense continues to matter, even more so in MLB The Show 25. And it's all about squad building and really picking out the attributes that are going to give you the highest advantage as you're fielding different plays from the infield to the outfield. I mean, hey, time in Dynasty, we're going back to that year-long power curve. We're going to have a lot of under-the-radar guys that might have, bronze, silver hitting, but that defense, that gold, maybe some diamonds in the roughs that are going to have those higher attributes are going to be incredible to really flex out your Diamond Dynasty squad to make sure you're staying within the games. I mean, hey, Gil, who are you throwing out in the outfield when you play me next week in the Dev Tourney?
All 99s, I hope.
Whoa.
But I'm telling you, you hit the point, and in terms of team building, and cards matter. Whether you're playing first base in the pick attribute or your fielding attribute to see if you're picking the ball, if you're a middle infielder, your reaction time, outfielder start transitions, rob home runs. Every single thing about our defense, arm accuracy, arm strength, all of those attributes matter. And over time, you're going to see so many positive results because you have a solid defense.
So defense is going to continue to get a ton of new work in MLB The Show 25. I mean, we've talked about this a ton with Ramon, Chris, Connor, Ashley. It's something that we've just been building on, right? Like defense, you see it with the outfield. Now you're seeing the transitions with the infield, and it's something that we want to just continue to keep building and kind of show you guys in real time what's happening under the hood. That goes a lot into this attribute exposure that users are going to see in 25. Connor, talk to me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, in some of these videos you've probably seen diamond badges showing up under the feet, bronze badges showing up under the feet, blue, green, red, yellow arrows shooting out from the feet. Those are basically exposing a lot of these under the hood things that are constantly happening. They're often extremely, extremely subtle, but when we start tying colors from red to yellow to green to blue, and you start tying those specific actions that are happening in game to these sorts of things, it really starts to help you understand exactly what's going on and why these players are making the mistakes they're making or making the amazing plays.
Yeah, it's all about just showing you guys what's happening, especially on the defensive end, because there's so much that can happen in terms of branching to an animation, in terms of executing an out. And our goal is to just continue to show you guys that stuff and, you know, continue to iterate on all this great defensive work that we're putting in. We've talked a lot about gameplay, but there's something else that the gameplay's been working on too that doesn't get enough credit, and that's the player lock, Road to the Show, first person, you know, kind of way to play MLB The Show. And there's a lot of new additions here, Chris, starting with the first person cam on defense.
Yeah, the first person cam is awesome. Some of these things I'm going to be talking to you about, I just want to make sure you understand all the stuff that we're putting into Road to the Show and Player Lock are going to be tied to the attributes as well. So the better you train your guy up in Road to the Show, the better you're going to be at doing all these things. The first person cam, it's really cool. I think it's one of my new favorite additions, only because it's just like being able to play from this first person perspective and seeing the ball come down and land. You can see in these videos that we're showing you here. It's awesome. So the cool thing is it's not an option in the menus. It's an option literally on your screen that you can go in or out of at any time. So literally in the middle of a play, I can start in third person. As I'm going to chase a fly ball, I can go into first person, and then vice versa. Super cool.
I can confirm. I turned 2 as second baseman in the first person cam, and it felt like I was literally in
the big
dirt.
leagues?
Yeah,
you thought you were in the big leagues?
No, I think it was in like the minors, but
that's okay.
Still solid.
Yeah, it is solid. I agree to that.
Let's talk to some of this other stuff in the player lock. I mean, we got first base, third base, catcher cut ball. Talk to me a little more about that, Chris.
Yeah, so the first base, third base, and catcher cut ball feature, they're two separate features. So one is for if you're playing the corner position, you're going to be responsible for lining up throws from the outfield. So depending on impact plays and how many you get, so we try to really go into Road to the Show and Player Lock, and very specifically not give you the same plays over and over again, right? So it's important for us to have a variety of different plays for every single position. So the cut ball feature, which is really cool, if I'm playing first base, certain times in certain situations there'll be routine base hits to the outfield. Either as a first baseman, I'm responsible for cutting that ball if it's hit to center or to right. So I have to go line that ball up for home. And when the ball is thrown offline, it's my responsibility to cut that ball and then redirect that throw, like you can see in these videos here, by using the icons, and choose which base you want to throw to. So you're going to have to make that decision. You have like 3 seconds to make that decision as the game slows down, and we call them quick time events. You make that decision and you make the throw. Same thing for a catcher. So when I'm catching, I have to be the general on the field. I have to take charge. My corner infielders are going to come in, and I'm going to have to make a decision for them to cut the ball to second or home or third, whatever's the most applicable.
Yeah, and it's just making this gameplay feel even more real, especially in these player lock moments. So if you're playing, I like player locking into franchise mode sometimes, and then of course there's Road to the Show. Tons of new gameplay features there, and it'll feel really, really good just, controlling your one player, working your way through the game.
Cool. Yeah, and I will say, I want to add too that you can play with a bunch of different options. You don't have to do it like this. You can play every single play if you want, You can play impact plays, right? You can only hit. You can do all of it. So you have that option.
Giving you guys what you want.
Giving them what they want. Now, we've talked about different QuickTime events for the actual fielders. We have some new player lock additions for the runners. Chris, talk to me about this new base runner swim move that we know Ellie De La Cruz does in the gameplay trailer.
Yeah, so everybody's seen that, and you're seeing a couple examples here on the screen, but the swim move's super cool, and we tried to put it in to make it as organic as possible so nobody could kind of trick the game to figure out when it's going to pop up. It's very timing specific, and it will only happen at second, third, and at home, obviously, and the play has to be within certain thresholds. So if I'm trying to stretch a single into a double, or if I'm trying to go first to third or second to home, this thing is organically going to pop up, give you an opportunity to kind of trick the catcher, trick the third baseman, trick the second baseman, make them think that you're coming in with your left hand or right hand, and then flip them and swim over it. But I will say, if you mess up on the swim move, you're going to be out. So,
So make sure you got the stick skills to pull it off.
Yeah,
Lots of great changes.